Good morning. This is the second Satsang and Guided Meditation for this year, 2021, which is all about change and how many things can change, and how are we adjusting to all the changes that keep on changing. It's like the lockdown dates are extended, and then that changes, and everything changes. Nothing is cast in concrete, nothing is solid, nothing is, I want to say, secure. You have to find security in all the insecurities. So welcome. Let's just do a quick check-in, and we'll start with Anita.
Morning. Yes, there's just too many changes. The energy has been all over the place this week. So I'm hoping to be settling myself with the meditation this morning. Thank you.
Wonderful. Yeah, I think that's what we all hope for. Barbara.
Yeah, hi everyone. Yes, it's a very strange world at the moment, I think, in general. And I feel optimistic though, and I don't really mind the changes. I've kind of got used to it. You just have to roll with it, I think, and trust. I think that's the most important thing at the moment, is to just trust that God has got our back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's me. Thank you.
Hi everyone. Yes, it's been a upside down roundabout week for me too. The only thing I'll share with you is a crown message that's I listened to, that he put out on the 1st of January, telling us about this year. And I think this is what we're all finding. It's upside down, it's roundabout. But he says it's going to be the year of revelation, where March and April, we will see lots of things turning upside down and roundabout, not always pretty, but it has to be revealed so that we can heal it. So this year, I think, is going to be like the week we've just experienced. One day we up and down, and the next day we roundabout, and I suppose one day we'll land on our feet. I'm not sure which day. But let's enjoy today.
Yes. Thank you. And welcome. Yeah, for me, it's been a quiet week. It felt that Spirit was reining me in. It was just like, no. So, just very strange energies, and the heat, is not conducive for any kind of productive work. So today, I'm using the healing with the Angels Oracle deck to ask the Spirit for messages for us. Usually I connect with the group beforehand and then draw the cards, but today I'm doing it in real time.
Today I threw the spanner in the works. I had more blockages than we noticed.
Okay, so I asked Spirit for a divine message for us, and I drew 3 cards. And the first card that I drew is Enchantment, and it's a unicorn. And the second card that I drew is Healing. And the third card that I drew is Divine Timing.
Mhm.
So for me, what this message is all about is so the center card is healing. It's centered around healing. And last week's reading was the heart chakra. And this month, January, is the month of the heart chakra, and to heal whatever is in the heart, to balance the energies within the heart. And I get that in the guided meditation, we'll work with the unicorns to help us shift the energies in our heart centers. And I can relate. I can even see a swan flying above this unicorn. But yeah, it's to allow ourselves to go in that enchanted garden and to receive the healing energies that we need from time to time. Our imaginations are so wonderful if we use it right and not imagine the miscreations that we tend to make, or the things that we shouldn't focus on. So I get some healing is needed for today. And then I give the end card is Divine Timing. And yesterday I also drew Divine Timing. So there's something about to unfold and unravel and come to the fore, whatever it is that needs to. And it's for us, so whatever it is that we would like to manifest in the next few months. But it's for us to have, as Barbara said, the patience and the trust and the faith in the divine, that it will all unfold as it should. And there's a gecko running on the wall on the opposite side, and he's trying to get Beryl on my attention.
I saw him earlier and I thought, aren't you lucky George isn't here? Because George will have you quickly.
Yeah, Electra also loved to supplement the diet with geckos. So yeah, it's free reign.
I had a lady who worked for me a long, long time ago, and when she saw geckos, she always said it was spirits trying to contact us. So, okay, let's accept that and see what messages we
Spirit
get.
guide is the gecko on the wall.
Yes.
So, with all the changes, I've been thinking of how to change things around with the satsangs and guided meditations that we do. So this morning, all I got was to do it like a question and answer session for today, and whenever I'm guided to do that, and for us just to speak freely. The whole thing about the satsangs is to remind us, one, of the Lord, and what and how to navigate through life's challenges and changes with just a higher understanding and acceptance. And as we did the readings of the book, The Great Human Potential, last year, it spoke about the truth and how truths can differ from person to person. It spoke about the judgments that we come here to heal. And I guess that is also something that can be released from the heart chakra. And also the judgments that we have against ourselves. And then we are here, when we come here for mastery, it's all about integrating everything. So this is a discussion session. What is it, and Barbara as well, have you read something this week that you would like to share with the group?
Yes, perhaps I would. Last week when we were given the cloak, I was given a cloak of gold, but it was solid gold and hard as metal. And I couldn't understand why it was so hard. Yes, the crown, I understood all that, but this cloak was as stiff as could be. And then I spoke to Lee about it, and I said I didn't understand it. And she said, put it into the heart, because that way the heart liquefies all metals. And the moment I did, it started to become like a gold material, and it was soft and gentle. And I think this is what we sometimes do, is we put on this outer crust that is so hard, and we need to bring it into the heart where there's compassion and love, and it softens instead of being hard. So that was one of the lessons I learned. And the other one, I don't even know how to put into words. It started a long time ago, not a long time ago, some weeks ago, when Fiona was in Umhlanga. Maybe not this time, maybe the time before, I can't remember. Where she looked at the sun and she said, we all think that the sun is yellow. If we paint it or draw it or whatever, we are inclined to think of it as yellow. But in actual fact, it is white. So, okay, I've been thinking of this for some time, and the other night it was like I saw myself, then the sun, and eventually it was the grand central sun, and it was just pure light. And because we are creators, we are part of the grand central sun, which is pure light, and we can create 100% of everything we ever are or see. So that was fun until yesterday. Yesterday was another story. I realized just how we create our own realities. I sent a message to my daughter, and it was a real poor me message. And I felt good about sending an poor me message. I really felt sorry for myself. I was all alone and all the rest. Then I got a message from a friend asking how I was. And I was about to send the same poor me message. And then I thought, no, I can change that message and send her a message of joy and everything else. And I thought, this is how we can change reality, just like that. We can be the poor me, or we can put out the message that we are powerful and joyous and create a different world. And so that was a lesson I learned yesterday. So that's a long story, telling nothing.
Okay. Sitting with the various of the masters that I've, or the one master that I've had in my life, whenever there was any questions or answer sessions with him, his standard answer, the answer that he gave us more than 75% of the times was meditation. The answer to all our questions always found in meditation. Our peace is found in meditation. Our love is found in meditation. Source is found in meditation. And that's something that people don't always understand. They say the cliche is the answers are within. And then some of my clients will say, so where's within? How do you go within and get all the answers? But it's something that you can find that you can't find when your eyes are open, when you are conscious about, when you're distracted by the outside world. And many times when clients lie on the healing bed, and I take them within, and they are with their guides, with the path on loved ones, they are in a different, higher dimension, and they see things from that vantage point. All the questions drops, all the questions disappear. And I'll ask them, so is there any other questions that you have? No, because that is where knowing is, that is where peace is, that is where all that we are looking for is. And it's for us to connect with that and bring that with us. The lower mind and the lower ego sometimes comes up with all kinds of questions, conjuring up all kinds of scenarios or what ifs or how or whatever. But as soon as you connect, it's like the lower mind is like a little child, and our higher self is more like the matriarch, the elder, the wise one. And as soon as you sit in that energy, it's just whatever the mind used to do, okay, or question, it just disappears.
Strange enough, Fiona, it's amazing sometimes. Often you would say things and it'll be like, but I just realized that the day before, and I seem to be in sync with your thoughts, and I just have this little smile with myself. Because yesterday, because I've been reading a lot, because I just feel I need to do a lot of work on myself, because I've come a long way, where I've started. And so yesterday, during one of, I can't remember which site I'd got to, and it had indicated that meditation is where you would find your answers. That silence is where, because I always wondered, how do I get the answer? Where do I get the answer for my life purpose, or what? How do I journey through life with the new changes? And it's meditation. And now here you go, and and you've explained the exact same thing, and I'm like, okay. So my question is, like, you've indicated, we need to, in the new age or the new world or the new earth, is we have to work from love. Now, how do you work with your day-to-day life, your activities, or whether your challenges, to be constantly working from the point of self-love? I just find it a challenge, because recently you tend to just journey off that road of self-love, or you just have your ego coming in. How do we work through our day-to-day?
It's with awareness and presence. So I opened up my diary to look at what is the message for the day, and it says that the best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today, and that is part of your answer. It's when you just do your best. Sometimes things are so big that we can't see it all. When we are, and that's why it's important to, in the mornings, just connect for a short while, so that you make sure that you're connected to your higher self, so that you operate from there. Then it is just to go through the day with awareness. with kindness, not to take things personally, because you don't know what happened as the other person has woken up and received some bad news, and there's a lot of people receiving bad news. Not going to go into all that that is rampant and rage, rife, and there's a lot of people receiving bad news. There's a lot of okay. Well, thank you. You need to say this. So I keep on wondering, but why heart chakra? I know why my heart chakra, but but there's a lot of people that have gone through loss, and there's a lot of people that have gone through that feel for other people. All the empaths feel the sadness of the loss of family and loved ones. That is the collective energy, the heavy, because I feel there's a lot of heavy feelings, very heavy, sad energies. And then we turn to question. But in any case, to come back to your question is, so you don't know what goes on in other people's lives. So it's just to do the best that you can. Whatever your response tends to be is usually what they need to hear that day. So if it is that sometimes you get to be stern, or you get to say no, or you get to do this, it is maybe what's called for. It's in your review of the day or the week or whatever, don't go and judge yourself. Because some actions we might have think, okay, I could have handled it better, or some actions we think, okay, but that doesn't show self-love. It's all part of the game. It's all part of what needs to be played out. Role players gets rolled in to come and do what they need to come and do. And you are also role playing other people's lives. So the best that you can do is just the best that you can do at every given now moment. And see what is called for here. Where do you need to show up? How do you engage? And just during the day, catch yourself becoming just being present and conscious. So, okay, so this is called of me. It's 12 o'clock in the day. It's so hot. I cannot now. I need a midday nap. Take a half hour midday nap. Then when it gets to 6 o'clock and the energy is cooler, work then half an hour later. Still do what you need to do, but not against yourself. Don't go and overexert yourself. Just be more in touch with yourself and do the best that you can.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was listening to everything everyone was saying, and it makes a lot of sense. My problem at the moment is staying above, not getting sucked into the drama. There's such a lot of, as you say, heavy energy, but yeah, I have been getting sucked into the drama. I've been listening to the news and stuff that's been coming through on the internet, and it's all very dark, pretty much. And so on top of everything else being sort of heavy, this is also, it hasn't made me fearful, because I do know that that the beings have got it sorted, but it isn't making me happy either. And I'm trying to rise above it, but my difficulty is that I can't at the moment. And so anyone that can help me, I mean, obviously the first thing is to not watch the TV.
It does help.
It does. But then again, you know, I think we have to sort of know what's going on as well. So
we?
Anyways, anybody who can help with that.
Yeah, as I was in the shower this morning, the message that I got to as part of sharing today was, with two or more gather in my name, I'll be there. And it's to use and I guess that's why I was surprised that the healing card came up. I know I need healing. Beryl said, I came here for healing. You're not feeling well, so you need healing. When I spoke to Vanessa and she said, Sinus is playing up, I said, in the meditation, we'll send you healing. And I'm sure there's some healing for Anita. So it sounds like we all need healing. So again, that which you've asked for now is what we get in meditation. So when we meditate, we get to go there. Sometimes when we alone, it's a little bit more difficult to get there. But where there's a collective, so we'll use this collective energy then to lift spirits, lift our hearts, and do this for the collective.
Thank you.
Okay. I finally remembered the thing that I wanted to start off with, and I saw something on Netflix about minimalism and how it was very interesting. And I realized that me doing this roundabout trip, Joburg and back, has helped me with the minimalism and decluttering and letting go of all the others. So like I've been each place I moved to, I shed and I released and I let go, and they speak about only having that which is functional and that which serves you in your house. If it serves a purpose, if it reminds you of a joyful or happy time, if it's functional, then have it. But don't have hundreds of things, because you might one day need it, or it was something that was given to you, but you're not using it, but now there's guilt attached. Be mindful of what you surround yourself with. And yesterday listening, or the day before, listening to DeMartini again and our value system, and he said, whatever you surround yourself is usually part of your highest value. You value what you value, you keep close, and what you don't value, you push out far. So things that we tend, and I've never had a storage unit, but there's people that have storage units, so that keep all their other stuff that can't fit in the house or in some other place, and they never use it. But it was sort of it's so important to let things go, to clear and lighten our load. So it's to see it with possessions, with stuff. How much stuff do we have? That is just stuff, not something that. So if it brings you peace, have it around. If it reminds you of a bad relationship or not a feel-good memory, then let it go. So, but that is what we can do in our environment, but it's also important to do it within ourselves. It's like there's little triggers on a daily basis that's either going to be feel-good energies or feel-bad energies. I don't listen to the news. I don't care what goes on in the world. I'm actually, this week, I've been so little on Facebook for that reason. And it felt like I had to withdraw. This week has been a lot of sort of withdrawing energies, and me, I don't necessarily want to engage in that, what goes on in the outside world. My aim is to participate where I'm called for, or send out the energies that Spirit wants me to send out, but not not want to be part of the others. So in any case, if for those that wants to watch something on Netflix, that was definitely an eye-opener, especially the reasons why people said that they held on to stuff and why they accumulated more stuff. Because it's a psychological thing where people shop to fill, like there's comfort eaters and there's comfort shoppers, and sometimes people think if I have more then I'll be more happy, and it's not necessarily that. So the thought forms this week has been around, so what will make you happy? Where does happiness truly lie? What is it that gives us that happiness? It's not usually found in stuff or more stuff. It's found in usually stuff that costs no money. Like if you miss family, that family connection, that time together. Not everything is
monetary.
Yes. So it's to just to do a review of what will make you happy and try and do more of that on a daily basis. It's coming back to gratitude. Seeing things from a different vantage point.
I also realized, Fiona, when you touched on happiness, and during lockdown, it's like you actually 100%. The material world does not make you happy. You can have a house, you can buy a bigger house, and then it's like you're still not happy. And then I actually realized, what is it that makes me happy? And well, I'm still trying to unpack it, but it's definitely not the material world. It's not the attachments that we have with people. So I have got to try and search and find within myself, what is it that drives me and makes me happy? But I realize it's not the material world, but I'm still trying to find the answer to it.
At one time, I was continually hungry, and it wasn't hungry for food. Yes, I ate food, and we sometimes manifested in eating too much, but it was hungry to feed my soul, and it was hungry to connect with spirit. And once I connected with spirit, that hunger stopped. It's like they say you need vitamin C, so you will eat oranges or whatever. I needed spiritual connection. And so I ate books, literally ate them. I went through them like Epsom salts, really. I could never get enough. And this might be what you are looking for.
Thank you. That was the answer.
You know what makes me happy is the weather. A beautiful sunny day, and it costs nothing, but it lifts my spirits like you cannot believe. And we
Barbara, you must have been happy these last few days.
I was happy until it started raining.
Then I was happy.
So was I. And I enjoyed that explosion of energy that Mother Earth was putting out. It was amazing. The wind, the water, everything was just the noise. It was just so beautiful.
No, that was nice, but I definitely do prefer the sun, and a beautiful, sunny, warm, windless, perfect day. That makes me happy. Then I feel connected to spirit, actually. I think I connect to spirit through the weather. Because I feel gratitude. I mean, when I see a beautiful day like that, I automatically thank God for it and feel the gratitude for this beautiful day.
It's your gratitude that's expanding it so much that we're cooking.
but nature is the closest way that we can get to God. So it is, and that's why for me it's important to live in a place where I can see nature, when I'm surrounded by nature, because I told someone it's like a symbiotic relationship. Nature feeds me and feeds my soul, and then I can help clients. It keeps me at a certain vibration, and then I can share the energies with the clients. For me to speak to like-minded people and to be of service and to see a client makes me happy. So, but also nature, also peace of mind, and seeing the manifestations that one wants to create. It's like when I've set an intent and things happen and it all falls into place and it manifests. I mean, it's like, for me, it's like little miracles that happen, because it's like once it was still a thought and now I have it, or I've managed to create it, or it's eased my life. It's a little things that we can do just to make things easier. It's perhaps the joy in making the shirt for yourself. Anything that gets us to that creative energy, so just to get the creative juices flowing and to sing. From nothing, there is now something. And to use our talents and to, just to work with it. Okay. So, you're all ready for meditation, because I want to start before any load shedding goes off. So, can we start now? Okay. Closing your eyes, breathing in deeply and exhaling fully. With each in-breath, taking in the consciousness and awareness that's available to you now. And with each out-breath, release all that no longer serves you, in order for you to be shining lighter and lighter, brighter and brighter. And just allow this tone, this vibration, this frequency to go in, through and around your body as you just relax. Slow, deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. As you just detach, release and let go of all that no longer serves you. I want you just to visualize yourself rising in soul consciousness higher and higher, higher and higher from here, until you reach the lift. And as you get into the lift, the number that you are meant to go to today will spring to mind. See yourself going to that level, and as the doors open, you exit. You'll approach a golden gate which will open on your arrival. Move beyond this golden gate. We are greeted in love by the angels and the ascended masters of the light. They are gently escorting you now to a temple of light. You go up some stairs into the temple. You feel the warmth the love, the light, the joy radiating from this temple. You are recognized by all within the great hall. Where you greet all the family and friends, all of the light. Sending them love and receiving their love and the warmth of the energy within this great hall. Whenever your healer guides now steps forward and takes you by the hand and lead you along a golden corridor to a healing room. As you enter, you'll see a beautiful crystal bed in the center of the healing room. Just soft and comfortable to lie on. I'm now calling in your highest teachers and guides and healer guides, your mission council and ascension council, all of the light to surround you now. Your team of light that works with you and through you and helps you with your ascension process, and now to shower you with the various rays, sacred geometries, and healing energies to recalibrate any part of your body, mind, or spirit. For a moment, everyone is collectively also focusing on your heart chakra. And throughout this, I want you just to breathe in and out through your heart chakra. Any heavy feelings, energies that you've been feeling within your heart chakra. Just breathe it out, breathe it out, breathe it out. Let it go, set it free, let it be. Any feelings of aloneness or isolation that has been affecting you in whatever way, shape, or form. Breathe it out, breathe it out, breathe it out. Any heartache or pain, any suffering and silence that is still going on. Just detach, release, and let go of all these feelings, memories of the past that cause heartache and pain or confusion. Just surrender it all onto spirit now. The collective energy that is currently felt by all. Just detach, release, and let go. Allow all those energies to be transmuted through you as a channel of love. Breathing out all the energies of perceive the separation. And become aware of the interconnectedness of you with everyone, the oneness of all. Breathing in love and acceptance of yourself as a being in mastery. Connecting with the truth of who you really are, part of the divine infinite source. Wherever you need recalibration to neutrality, just allow that to take place harmoniously, spontaneously. Not be drawn in any polarity or duality. We're coming back into neutrality. Let that filter through and manifest in all areas of your life, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Breathing in peace within your heart. Breathing in peace within your mind. Breathing in peace within your spirit. Breathing in love within your heart, knowing that you are so dearly loved and appreciated and valued and respected for fulfilling your mission here on earth. Breathe in the love and acceptance within your mind. Breathe in the love and acceptance within your spirit. I am that I am. Show me that I am. Now become aware of anything that needs to change, be it your vantage point, be it your attitude, be it a belief system, be it your perceptions, whatever it is that still needs to change within or around you. Just become aware of that which needs changing, adjusting, tweaking in order to experience a happy and fulfilled life. Be it detaching and no longer worrying about the opinions of others, no longer comparing yourself with others. Whatever it is that needs to change, become aware of it now. Become that change. As your light quotient has been filtered to the maximum, feel yourself re-energized, revitalized, and shining so beautifully in your full magnificent light, the magnificent being that you truly are. We thank the team of light around you for restoring you. You walk back down the golden corridor to the hall. We see smiling faces. We experience such great joy. You wave your goodbyes. Go out of the temple, down the stairs, out of the garden with a spring in your step, ready to come back. The golden gates are closed behind you. You get back into the lift with joy in your heart, optimism, enthusiasm, and feeling light. See yourself going down, down, down to the bottom of the lift, and as you get out, you gently descend, 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 descend back into your body. Now visualize the most beautiful silver, golden bubble of light coming in all around you. It's coming down the front of your body, the back of your body, the left side and the right side of your body, and gently tucked beneath your feet, 2 feet below you. Now visualize a grounding cord, any color of your choosing, which you take deep down into the crystal heart of Mother Earth. Linger with the crystal core along these crystalline grid lines of Mother Earth and store all these beautiful energies there for you to use when it is needed. Feel the love of Mother Earth responding to you. It comes back up to you. Feel your connection as above, so below. Totally supported for your mission, Yanos. And when you're ready, you come back slowly. Rotate your hands, rotate your feet, stretch and make sure that you're properly back into your body. And when you are, you may open your eyes. And I would love to hear what you experienced in the meditation for those who would like to share.
I would. It was a very peaceful meditation. I think I dozed off a little there. I actually realized I need to sit in silence with myself. I haven't been doing enough of that. So that's probably something that I would do. And I wish I could give Beryl a big hug because she really answered my question.
Thank you.
And thank you.
It's a hug. Are you finished, Anita? A message for us. You know, there's great talk of the vaccination and whether we should or whether we shouldn't and all the rest. And the vaccination we need to take is the vaccination of love, not of fear. Because this is the healing, is the love. We've all bought into the fact that the vaccinations are either good or they're bad or they're this or that. We can take the vaccination mentally. It is the vaccination of spirit and love, and that is the healing that we need to take now. Not of fear.
Yes.
I had apart from that was at the end, a wonderful time because I went up just into infinity and met the masters and the healing bed was crystal. But we took a cushion or whatever. It was a beautiful white cushion, I think it was. And we took all the problems, all the fears, the aches, the pains, the whatever, and we put them on the cushion, then covered it with like a fine silk or something, and we honored them for the lesson they had brought to us and took them away. It was quite a beautiful, a strange thing. I've never thought of honoring a pain. It's always been a pain in the but putting it on that and honoring it for the lesson it's taught me. Thank you.
Wow, that's profound. Good. Thank you for sharing that. Barbara, anything you would like to end off with?
Yeah, that was wonderful, Beryl.
Thank you.
Yes, gee, that was amazing. Yes, I also realized during the meditation that we were talking about what makes you happy. And I think the reason that I've been sort of watching the news and trawling through the internet is looking for good news. I think that's actually been what it is, not anything else. And there hasn't been, of course, anything of really good news lately anywhere. So I realized then during the meditation that I have to right now accept things the way they are, and be happy and be grateful for things as right now, which is a little bit like Beryl's honoring the pain meditation. Yeah.
You always be the writer of good news.
Yes, like
Yes.
yesterday. But a thing that's just struck me too, Barbara, is listening to the news. It's sometimes shown to us to see what we can heal. Because we are there perhaps what is shown to us we can put on this cushion, cover it, thank it for the lesson it's just taught us, and let it go. That might be another way of looking at it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely something I've never thought of before, was accepting and honoring the pain and accepting it for maybe for the lessons that we learn from it, basically, how we grow from it.
I've never thought of that before. And as Fiona said, we can change our story and write our own story. And in this book, The Great Human Potential, I saw that, I didn't see it yesterday, but I've seen it today. The story I wrote to Bron about the Ah Poor Me, and the story I wrote to the friend was a totally different story. So we can choose what story we would want to write. And for that, I'm grateful to be here today.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, then I wish you all a happy week. Whatever brings you happiness and joy, may it meet you halfway.
All the way.
All the way, yeah. And may you express and experience yourself in that, in joy. The joy that you are and the joy that you bring to the world.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.